Today in this episode, we are diving into a topic that's really close to so many hearts: manifestation. If you've been feeling like your dreams and your desires are always just out of reach, or you've hit kind of a plateau on your manifestation journey, this episode is for you. Let's start by talking about why that might be happening. Manifestation sounds so simple. Just think it, believe it, and receive it. But in reality, many people find themselves stuck or frustrated or just doubting the process altogether. Does that resonate with you? I bet it does, otherwise you wouldn't be watching here. So if it is, then be assured that you are not alone in this. Manifestation isn't just about making a wish and hoping it comes true. It's a deeply energetic process, and sometimes the blocks we encounter aren't that obvious to us. There are three key aspects of the manifestation process where most people tend to get stuck. These are the three areas where misalignment often creeps in, creating resistance and making it harder for your desires to flow into your life. But here's the good news. Once you understand and master these aspects, you can unlock a whole new level of ease and flow in your manifestation journey. Imagine this for a moment. Moving through your day with a sense of deep connection to the energy of abundance. Having opportunities, synchronicities, and breakthroughs seem to just meet you at every turn. Or you no longer just hope for your desires, you know they are already on the way. You feel it in your core, a certainty so strong that it becomes suddenly your new reality. How amazing. So this kind of flow isn't just a dream. I know people talk about it and you think they must be lying or they must just describe something that they heard from somebody else. But no, this kind of flow isn't just a dream. It's what happens when you begin to master the art of allowing, receiving, and taking aligned action. These three principles are the foundation of successful manifestation. And in this episode, we're going to break down how and why they might not be working for you yet. So stay tuned as we uncover the roadblocks and explore how to shift your energy to bring your desires closer than ever before. If you continue trying to control the how, feeling unworthy of receiving what you truly desire, or overthinking every step instead of taking aligned action, you're effectively creating blocks in your energy. These blocks keep you stuck in a cycle of frustration where your dreams feel distant and kind of unattainable. But over time, this can as well lead to burnout, a huge amount of self-doubt, and even a belief that manifestation just doesn't work for you. So without addressing these patterns, you risk in staying in that state of resistance. The flow of abundance and opportunities that you are meant to experience can't reach you when your energy is tied up in controlling everything, doubting yourself, or living in fear. Manifestation is about co-creating with the universe. And when you're out of alignment, that co-creation becomes nearly impossible. So don't let your dreams remain that distant as they currently might feel. Stay tuned now to learn how to shift your energy and open up the possibilities that are just waiting for you, just around the corner. So in our first step, we will talk about what it means to allow. Think about this. When you plant a seed in your garden, you don't keep digging it up to see if it's growing, right? You water it, you provide sunlight, or the sun does that for you, and then you just trust that it sprouts and flourishes in its own time. Manifestation works in much the same way. Allowing is about letting go of the need to micromanage every detail of your desires and instead trusting the natural flow of the universe. It's about accepting that your role isn't to figure out every single step, but to remain open to the process and aligned with the energy of your goal. However, letting go can be one of the hardest parts because of our minds that are just so conditioned to seek control and certainty. I get that. I totally get it. So how can we practice this allowing? You can start by becoming aware every time you are overthinking or obsessing about the how in that process. Instead of trying to predict every outcome, remind yourself that the universe often works in ways that are beyond your imagination. The challenges you face aren't really signs of failure. They are part of the journey, teaching you lessons that prepare you for the next level of your growth. And when fear arises, don't let it paralyze you. Instead, see it as a marker of progress. Fear often shows up when we're stepping out of our comfort zones, and that's exactly where transformation happens. Reframe those moments of doubt as evidence that you are moving closer to your desires. Allowing also involves cultivating patience and trust. Trust that the universe is arranging circumstances in perfect timing, even if you can't see it yet. Think of the space you create by letting go as an open invitation for miracles and synchronicities to flow in. The less you try to force outcomes, the more you will find that opportunities naturally come to you, often in ways more incredible than you can imagine. And ultimately, allowing is a balance of intention and then surrendering. Hold your desires with clarity, but release the grip of control. Trust the process. Embrace the unknown and watch how the universe conspires to support you in beautiful and unexpected ways. In step 2, we are talking about the art of receiving. Imagine this. The universe delivers a beautifully wrapped gift right in front of your doorstep. But instead of opening the door to accept it, you are distracted, convinced it hasn't arrived or that it wasn't even meant for you. This is what happens when you ask for what you want, but don't open yourself up to actually receive it. Receiving is about more than just saying that you want something. It's about truly believing that you are worthy of it and being present enough to recognize the ways the universe is actually delivering it to you. So the process of receiving requires us to step into a mindset of openness, gratitude, and awareness. Often the gifts we've asked for show up in subtle ways through a chance, maybe a conversation, a new idea, or maybe even an unexpected detour that you are just not recognizing if you are not open enough. To embrace receiving, start by saying yes to small things. Acknowledge the abundance that already surrounds you today. Whether it's a kind word from a stranger, an unexpected smile, or a small success in your day. These moments are reminders that the energy of abundance is already present in your life. Another key aspect of receiving is staying alert to opportunities. Sometimes what we've manifested doesn't arrive in the exact form that we imagined. Instead, it may appear as an inspired action or an opportunity disguised as a challenge, or even a nudge to try something new. When you remain open and adaptable, you will find that the pieces start to fall together in places that you might not have thought of or in completely unexpected ways. It's also important to release any feelings of unworthiness. If you don't believe that you deserve what you're asking for, it becomes harder to accept it when it actually arrives. You might then actually not even see it. Practice affirming your worthiness daily, reminding yourself that abundance is your natural state and that your desires are valid and achievable. And finally, recognize that receiving is an active process. It's about paying attention and showing gratitude and allowing yourself to be guided by the signs and synchronicities around you. The more you celebrate what you've already received, the more you invite further abundance into your life. By embracing the art of receiving, you align yourself with the flow of manifestation and open the door to even greater possibilities. And in step 3, we are talking about moving forward with inspired action. What does that actually mean, right? This is where your dreams start to take shape in that physical world, in the 3D world around you. Taking inspired action is the bridge between the intentions you've set and then the reality you're working to create. But unlike forced effort or hustle, this type of action is fueled by intuition and trust. Think about a time when you felt a strong inner nudge to do something, kind of like a gut feeling to reach out to someone or start a new project or say yes to an opportunity that might have felt slightly intimidating in the past. That's inspired action. It's the universe guiding you, saying, this is your next step. When you listen and act on these prompts, you align yourself with the flow of your desires. To practice taking inspired action, begin by tuning into your intuition. Pay attention to the ideas or opportunities that feel expansive and exciting, even if they come with a touch of uncertainty. These are often your green lights. Remember, inspired action doesn't have to be massive. It just needs to be intentional. Sometimes the smallest steps can create the biggest shifts. So release the need for perfection, waiting for the perfect moment, or obsessing over getting everything exactly right can keep you stuck. Trust that your actions, no matter how small or imperfect they are moving you closer to your goals. Each step you take signals to the universe that you are ready to co-create and to receive. And lastly, in this 3rd step, stay consistent. Inspired action is not a one-time event, okay? It's a practice of continually showing up for your dreams. Even when the path isn't entirely clear to you yet, trust that each step forward will reveal the next one. Over time, these actions just compound, building momentum and bringing your manifestations into reality. By embracing more of those inspired actions, you are not just wishing for change, you are actively participating in its creation. The magic happens when you trust that process and follow your intuition and take that leap of faith. Together, these steps will help you transform your intentions into tangible, beautiful results. Yay! So as we close this episode, I want to take a moment and reflect. The next time you feel stuck or resistant in your manifestation process, ask yourself these 3 powerful questions. Am I allowing the situation to unfold, or am I holding on too tightly? Am I open to receiving what's already available to me, or am I blocking it with doubt and hesitation? And what inspired action can I take today, right now, that moves me closer to my desires? These questions aren't just for reflection. They are prompts to help you shift your energy and step into this alignment that you need in the manifestation process. Even the smallest step, like reframing a thought or saying yes to an opportunity, can create powerful momentum. So what will it be? What can you lean into today? Manifestation is a journey of growth, trust, and co-creation. By embracing the principles of allowing, receiving, and taking inspired actions, you are not just dreaming, you are actively creating your reality. I encourage you to take that next step, no matter how small, and watch as the universe meets you halfway. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, your desires are closer than you think. You just have to trust the process and take the first step. Until next time, keep raising your energy and living in alignment with your dreams. Bye bye.